please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about Prince Harry for two reasons. One, there is a current ongoing trial concerning Prince Harry, and another because of something quite harrowing that was in the news that has been questioned, but we'll get to that soon. We'll start with the court thingy, yeah? Prince Harry and his legal team are suing the Mirror Group newspapers, wiretapping and other such things, right? He believes his property had been hacked, he's been stalked, harassed. The usual, really. The standard stuff for Prince Harry. One of the key witnesses helping Prince Harry's legal team is Graham Johnson. Graham Johnson is a former tabloid journalist and convicted phone hacker. Interesting. He also wrote a book in which he boasted about being very good at faking the right human emotion and responses. He since became a whistleblower and devotes himself to exposing alleged illegal activity in Fleet Street, and was described as the spider at the centre of the web of several ongoing court cases brought by the Duke of Sussex. Let's just call him Prince Harry. I was born in West Sussex, we don't need that shit in our lives. Graham Johnson accepted that he was assisting the legal team, acting for the Prince and other four witnesses that were giving evidence at his suggestion, and admitted he was not an objective witness, but has denied any suggestion from Andrew Green KC acting for the Mirror that his skills of deception could be used in the witness box if needed. The problem Graham Johnson has, and I guess by extension Prince Balding here, is that he has already admitted to it in the past. The prosecution doesn't have to do much other than present the fact that you have said you can do it. By extension, you are a crap witness. A whistleblower, sure, but you are not a trustworthy one, which is all they have to do. A minor discredit here and there, a small amount of poisoning the well, and you, as a whistleblower, are of no use to anyone in this trial. That, of course, is now up to jury when it gets to that stage. But if the seed is planted, I cannot imagine it going particularly well for Prince Balding or the whistleblower. Now, that's one thing I wanted to address quickly, because that's an ongoing case and we can certainly come back to it once it has concluded. Now we're going to skip ahead to something that featured in the news, took place in New York City on Tuesday last week, involving paparazzi, Harry, and his wife Meghan, allegedly. And I have to insert that word because there are some bones of contention with the story given, along with a number of holes within the story evidence. Basically, scrutiny doesn't stack up as well as it comes across as. But we shall see. Paparazzi were involved in an alleged car chase in New York City last Tuesday and have blamed the incident on the couple's reckless driver. Backgrid USA Inc. assigned 4 photographers to the Miss Foundation Gala on Tuesday night, where the Duchess of Neh received a Women of Vision award. Oh, a nice fraudulent thing to be given, cool. The company said one of the 4 SUVs from Prince Harry's security escort was driving in a manner that could be perceived as reckless. The vehicle was seen blocking off streets, and in one video it is shown being pulled over by the police. Shocker, because you shouldn't do that shit, you're not the president. 3 photographers, hired by the agency, followed the couple in cars after they left the gala, while one pedaled after them on his bicycle. According to the photographers present, there were no near collisions or near crashes. The photographers have reported feeling that the couple was not in immediate danger at any point. The company said it is conducting a thorough investigation into the matter. This is being touted as a near-catastrophic car chase involving paparazzi. Why? Because of course what happened to Harry's mother. And we don't want history to repeat itself, yet for a number of outlets they're trying to portray it as such. A bit disingenuous, clickbaity, but that's not surprising. Prince is dead and they need the attention. I should insert now, Harry is a hypocrite. He doesn't want the attention, yet he does everything he can to get the attention. His wife does not help him in the slightest. Think of it like iDubbbz. He says sorry in a video for dropping the N-word, yet a year earlier, his wife admitted that she was the reason he said it in the first place. Your wives are not helping you, gentlemen. Might I suggest finding a path forward where you are not cuckolded? 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 Yeah, that. Now, some royal fans claim that the paparazzi have learned nothing from Diana, with many taking to social media to express their horror, which is where the suggestion of this resembling Princess Diana comes about. You cringelords need to stop it. Prince Harry is not important enough, he doesn't want attention, yet he goes around begging for it. I'm not saying he deserves to be harangued, not in the slightest, so don't try and tell me I'm saying this or victim blaming or any of that crap. It doesn't work with me. Harry and Meghan desperately want the attention. They need it to make money. They need it so they can seem more important than they are. Because while not wanting to, they simultaneously want to tear down the royal family. Because Harry wants to be king, really. He can say he doesn't, but let's face it here, he really does. A statement from Backgrid Inc. USA says that we do not condone any form of harassment or illegal activity. We are taking Prince Harry's allegations seriously. Defamation will be a fantastic lol suit and we can all do with a good laugh. A spokesperson for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle said those people and Miss Ragland were involved in a near-catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. You and I need to have a little discussion, Harry, about what a near-catastrophic car chase is, what highly aggressive paparazzi are. This is important, because I don't think you understand, given where you were, how none of this makes any sense at all. To prove the point, I'm going to read a tweet. I live in New York, people. I run into famous people in the streets, stores, restaurants, trains when I go into the city. There is no way there was a 2-hour car chase of Paps after Harry and Meghan. People here don't give a fudge. 4 cars, blacked out windows, maybe in the UK, but here, get the fudge out of here. Oddly, you can rule out most of the United Kingdom as well. We don't have the space for it. When it does happen, it is very rare, but it's never 2 hours. It really isn't. London, it's impossible. Too much Big Brother, the roads are too narrow, they're not designed for cars because we built the city around the horse carriage roads. It's just not big enough. New York City is a grid. It is not possible for that to have happened. And we know it didn't happen, yet some are trying to fob it off as such. How tragic. Prince Harry's current security is unaware of dilemmas, says a former bodyguard, who says his current security team lack experience. Obviously, they treat him as if he's a president. There are claims that they were subjected to a relentless pursuit involving 6 blacked-out vehicles driving recklessly. Kevin Worf, who used to take Harry to school when he was 3 years old, said the current security were unaware of what dilemmas seem to be. Okay, I think the dilemma is thinking you're more important than you actually are. The former bodyguard told PA News Agency there seems to be a lack of chemistry between them, Harry and Meghan. The departure from the hotel was chaotic before they began their wacky drive through New York. Harry needs to be part of the planning. He knows the dangers better than anyone. You need a relationship with the people you are protecting. Until that happens, things like this will happen again. It is also alleged that those involved in the incident were confronted by uniformed police several times. About that, New York Police Department dismisses Harry and Meghan's account of the chase, saying nothing happened, it's a bogus story. A duty officer at NYPD's 18th precinct, who denied to be named so we'll name him John Doe, said nothing happened, it's a bogus story. Don't believe everything you read in the newspapers. The 18th precinct is at 306 West 45th Street, the closest to where the chase took place. When asked about the length of the chase, Mayor Adams told the reporters that he was still being briefed on the incident but said, I would find it hard to believe there was a 2-hour high-speed chase. Shocker. It's New York City. You can't do it. It's not possible. This isn't Mission Impossible or Fast and Furious. It's not likely. It may have felt like 2 hours, but if anything, it was more than likely to go from one block to another less than 2 minutes unless you were stuck behind a taxi. Now, one article had to say that not one member of the royal family has reached out to Prince Harry following news of a car chase. During an interview with BBC Newsnight, royal biographer Omid Scobie said it's impossible not to think of Princess Diana when we hear about car accidents and this kind of aggressive paparazzi chase. And so I was really surprised to hear from sources that not one member of the royal family, including King Charles and Prince William, who were obviously heavily affected by Princess Diana's death, had not reached out to Prince Harry hours after this news had broken. Sadly, that kind of shows the state of disrepair that the relationship is. Blah 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 blah. Well, there's more. Harry and Meghan have demanded that Backgrid hand over photos of the incident itself, along with any videos during the encounter, by saying, "You cannot just make demands in America as kings can do. In America, I'm sure you know, property belongs to the owner of it. Third parties cannot just demand it be given to them, as perhaps kings can do. Perhaps you should sit down with your client and advise them that his English rules of royal prerogative to demand that the citizenry hand over their property to the crown was rejected by this country long ago. We stand by our founding fathers." They still, by the way, maintain it was the reckless driver of the couple and not their fault. Good luck getting those images and videos. I actually want to point out something else, because you're quite high profile individuals, so you would have thought, leaving venues and such, in a city as busy as New York City, that people would have their phones out. There'd be video footage of it. There'd be photos shared of it. How strange is it that not much of that exists anywhere, and there is no news article at time of recording with any of those images or videos to corroborate your claims of high-speed 2-hour chase through New York City. A near catastrophic one, no less. Buzzwords, right folks? Oh Harry, you are such a celeb.